French to the core. Lesson 1. Greetings. Bonjour et bienvenue. Hello and welcome to French to the Core, a course in French essentials. In this lesson, we're going to learn all about French greetings. You might have just heard, in fact, that when I started the lesson, I said bonjour et bienvenue. Well, that's 3 French words straight away. Bonjour means hello, et means and bienvenue means welcome. Bonjour et bienvenue. Bonjour et bienvenue means hello and welcome. I should also really introduce myself, seeing as we're going to be spending a lot of time together in these lessons. Bonjour et bienvenue, je m'appelle Kieran. Bonjour et bienvenue, je m'appelle Kieran. Je m'appelle Kieran, you might be able to work out, means I'm Kieran or I'm called Kieran. It literally means I call myself Kieran. Je m'appelle means I call myself. You can use je m'appelle plus your own name to introduce yourself. How would you introduce yourself in French if you were called Pierre? How would you say, hello, I'm called Pierre? Bonjour, je m'appelle Pierre. Bonjour, je m'appelle Pierre. Or how would you say, hello, I'm called Marie? Bonjour, je m'appelle Marie. Bonjour, je m'appelle Marie. So if you meet up with somebody, you can say bonjour, and that means hello. A little tip that you'll find useful in pronouncing any French words is that you always stress the very last syllable of the word in French. So you say bonjour, bonjour, rather than bonjour. The J in French is quite soft, je, and the letter R on the end can be a slightly tricky letter to pronounce at first, but once you get it, it's pretty easy. It's almost like you're saying the letter H on the end of the word, bonjour, but it's a bit harsher than a normal H, so you say bonjour. You'll notice this as we learn more words in French that contain the letter R. In fact, we had the names Pierre, Pierre, and Marie, Marie, which both contain the letter R. Listen carefully as I say them. Pierre, Marie, Pierre, Marie. Say it out loud to yourself and try and get that harsh H sound when you're saying the letter R. Pierre et Marie. Pierre et Marie. So you know now that that means Pierre and Marie. So as I was saying, you should always remember to emphasize the last syllable on every word in French. So we've had bonjour, bonjour, which means hello, bienvenue, bienvenue means welcome, and je m'appelle means I'm called. As we work through these lessons, you might find it useful to write down new words and phrases that you learn as you go along. A good tool to use is cue cards. You should write down the English words and phrases down the centre of one side of a cue card, and then write the French down the other side. Then when you're practicing, only look at the English side and see if you can remember the French word. So far, you could write these words on your first cue card. Bonjour, meaning hello. Et, meaning and. Bienvenue, meaning welcome. And je m'appelle, meaning I'm called. So, as I was saying, you might meet somebody in the street and you can say bonjour. But then you could also ask them comment ça va? Comment ça va? Comment ça va means how are you? Comment ça va? Bonjour Pierre. Comment ça va? Bonjour Pierre. Comment ça va? That means hello Pierre, how are you? How would you ask in French? Hello Marie, how are you? Bonjour Marie. Comment ça va? Bonjour Marie. Comment ça va? How would you say, hello Marie and Pierre, how are you? Bonjour Marie et Pierre. Comment ça va? Bonjour Marie et Pierre. Comment ça va? So you can add the question comment ça va to your cue card, put comment ça va on one side, and then put how are you in English on the other side. The question comment ça va literally means how is it going? The ça va part means it's going. Bonjour, je m'appelle Pierre. Ah, bonjour Pierre, je m'appelle Marie. Comment ça va? Bonjour, je m'appelle Pierre. Ah, bonjour Pierre, je m'appelle Marie. Comment ça va? What did all that mean? Well, bonjour, je m'appelle Pierre means hello, I'm called Pierre. Ah, bonjour Pierre, je m'appelle Marie. Comment ça va? Means, oh, hello Pierre, I'm called Marie. How are you? The word comment means how in French, and the ça va bit actually means it's going. So if somebody asks you, comment ça va? Comment ça va? They're really saying, how is it going? But you can use it to mean, how are you? You can answer the question, comment ça va? With ça va bien, which means it's going fine, or it's going well. Ça va bien. The word bien means fine or well, and actually we saw it not long back when we learnt the word bienvenue, literally meaning welcome. Bienvenue. So ça va bien means it's going fine or it's going well. You could also answer ça va mal. Ça va mal, which means it's going badly. Ça va mal. Sometimes the literal translations help us to remember phrases, but they're not always exactly how we would say them in English. So, comment ça va means how is it going or how are you? Ça va bien means it's going well, but you can say in English I'm fine or I'm okay, and you can translate all of those as ça va bien, ça va bien. Ça va mal literally means it's going badly, but we can also say in English I'm not okay. Ça va mal. You might, if you've learnt some French before, recognize the word pas. It means not in French. Pas. And you can add it to the end of verbs to make it negative in French. So pas means not. Pas mal means not bad. Pas mal. So you could say ça va pas mal. Ça va pas mal. If somebody asks you comment ça va. Ça va pas mal means it's not going badly. Ça va pas mal. Very often, instead of the question comment ça va, you'll hear French people shorten it to just ça va? Ça va? You can ask either comment ça va or just ça va to ask how somebody is. And you can answer it ça va bien, I'm fine. Ça va mal, I'm not fine. Ça va pas mal, I'm not bad. Another way to answer the question is just ça va, which means literally it goes. but you can use it to say that things are fine. So the question, ça va, can be answered with ça va. So if one person says, ça va, you can say, ça va, ça va, ça va. Or you can add oui to the start. The word oui means yes. So one person might ask you, ça va? And you can say, oui, ça va. Oui, ça va. Which means, yes, it's fine. Oui, ça va. So oui means yes, and the opposite of oui is non. Non, which means no. Oui, non. Now let's get back to bonjour. So literally, bonjour means good day. Bon means good, and jour means day. But you can use it to mean hello, and you can also use it to mean good morning. So bonjour can mean good day, hello, or good morning. There is a word for morning in French, which is matin. Matin. But you won't generally hear people say bon matin in France. They just say bonjour instead. If you're in Quebec, however, you will hear bon matin. So bon matin means good morning only in Quebec. All over France, people just say bonjour to mean hello or good morning. So bon matin means good morning only in Quebec. Bon après-midi. Bon après-midi means good afternoon, again, only in Quebec. In France, they just say bonjour still. So bon après-midi literally means good afternoon, but it isn't used in France. A nice little word is salut. Salut. The word salut means hi. Salut. You can say bonjour or salut if you meet somebody in the street. If it's a bit later on in the day, you can say instead bonsoir. Bonsoir, as this means good evening. Bonsoir. If you're going to bed, you can say bonne nuit. Bonne nuit, which means good night. Bonne nuit. There's one more way to say hello in French, and that's when you're answering the telephone. You'd say allô? Allô? So allô means hello on the phone. Allô? Now let's have a look at how you can say goodbye in French. The main way to say goodbye in French is au revoir. Au revoir. So when you're saying goodbye, you can say au revoir, or the word salut, which we just learnt means hi, can also mean bye. It's sort of like the Hawaiian word aloha. So salut can mean hi or bye. Salut. If you're going to see the person again tomorrow, you could say à demain. À demain. Which literally means until tomorrow. À demain. So demain means tomorrow. So à demain you can use to mean see you tomorrow. A nice phrase, or actually two phrases that I like to use when I'm in France are bonne journée, which means have a good day, bonne journée, and bonne soirée. Bonne soirée means have a good evening, and you can use these when you're leaving somewhere. I like to use them with the phrase au revoir and say things like au revoir, bonne journée, au revoir, bonne journée, which means goodbye, have a good day, or au revoir, bonne soirée, au revoir, bonne soirée, goodbye, have a good evening. Now let's have a look at how you say please and thank you in French. The phrase for please is s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît, and thank you is merci, merci. Now the word merci is a good one for practicing your French accent. It has two syllables, and you'll hear a lot of foreigners pronounce it merci. But Remember, we said that in French, you should always emphasize the last syllable. So rather than saying merci, you should say merci, merci. And so you're really emphasizing the second syllable, the si, merci. So merci means thank you. Merci beaucoup means thanks a lot. Merci, merci beaucoup. De rien means you're welcome in French. De rien, literally it means of nothing, as in it was nothing. De rien, you're welcome. Finally, let's look at a very useful word that you can use all the time in French. Pardon, pardon. It means sorry, or excuse me, or pardon. Pardon. You can use it if you bump into somebody by accident. You can say pardon. Or you can say excuse me if you want to get somebody's attention with pardon. Pardon. Ou pardon. So in this lesson we've had bonjour, which means hello. Bonjour. Et means and. Bienvenue. Bienvenue means welcome. Je m'appelle means I'm called, so you can put your name on the end of je m'appelle to say what you're called. Comment ça va? Comment ça va means how are you? Ça va bien. Ça va bien. It's going well. Ça va mal. Ça va mal. It's going badly. Ça va pas mal. Ça va pas mal. It's not going badly. You can use ça va as a question and say to somebody, ça va? And it's a way of saying, how are you? Ça va? And that's also the answer. Ça va means I'm all right. Ça va. So one person could say ça va, and then you can say ça va. Oui means yes. Oui, as in oui ça va. Yes, I'm fine. Non means no. Non. We said that the word bonjour means hello, but it can also be used to mean good day or good morning. Salut. Salut means hi or bye in French. So you can use it when you meet somebody on the street, or you can also use it when you're walking away from them. Salut. Bonsoir. Bonsoir means good evening. Bonsoir. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit means good night. Bonne nuit. Allô. Allô means hello when you're answering the phone. Allô. Au revoir. Au revoir means goodbye. Au revoir. À demain. À demain means see you tomorrow. À demain. Bonne journée. Bonne journée means have a good day. That's a nice one to use when you're leaving somewhere. You can say au revoir, bonne journée. Bonne soirée. Bonne soirée means have a good evening. Bonne soirée. S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît means please. Merci. Merci means thank you. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup means thank you very much or thanks a lot. Merci beaucoup. And then de rien. De rien means you're welcome. And pardon. Pardon means excuse me or sorry. Pardon.